quit dreaming. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't quit. It is a journey. And then you talked about how to accomplish our goals in that journey. You said one step at a time because it's a process. One step at a time. It reminds me, Yuli, of this question that says, how do you eat an elephant? Well, it's huge, it's big, and who wants to anyway? But if you were to eat it, you would just simply eat it one bite at a time. And that's what you said to the women today when it comes to dreaming. One step at a time. And with that one step, the journey is hard. It's challenging. It's difficult because you have many roles as a woman. Perhaps you're a mother, you're a wife, you're a grandma, you're a student. But don't quit. Did you hear what Yuli said, ladies? Don't quit. Even when it's hard, don't quit. So, Yuli, thank you so much for sharing that. And so since we're encouraging, you in particularly, are encouraging women not to quit, perhaps you can share, what do you do when life hits you so hard? You get knocked down, you can barely get up. Matter of fact, you feel like you can't get up, and at times you don't even want to get up. How do you dream again when life is so difficult and so challenging? And have you ever been hit and knocked down so hard that you thought you couldn't get up, and perhaps there were times you didn't want to get up, but you got back up anyway?
Yeah, it reminds me of sad feeling, because when you are hit the hardest, it's when it's more difficult to keep going. I remember that I was in college and I didn't have a babysitter for my children, and I had to quit. I had to drop my classes because I couldn't. And then I didn't leave my dream, but I will call I dropped my classes because I came back later on the few years later, I will say, because that's what happened. So, but it makes me, when I got hit by the circumstances that I couldn't change, that makes me feel hopeless and helplessness. And I was like, this is my dream, God. Why is this so difficult? But I just rest for a little bit, then I get stronger. I got stronger because that's human nature, I guess, because I wasn't thinking I will become stronger. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't aware of what I was doing. But for some reason, my dream becomes stronger, and I was like more attached to it. And I was like, I have to do it no matter what. I have to find the solution. So I found a program which gave me money for books, expenses, and I could afford babysitter. So the solutions are there, but sometimes we are hopeless or we're tied up and we couldn't find the solutions. But like I said, I was like talking to friends, and for some reason I found this program for it's called I forgot what the name of the program was, but they give me money for all that expenses, so I could continue. But to me, the most insight that I got from it was that I become stronger on my desire to continue because my problem was solved. And sometimes it's not just money, it's just the motivation that we lose. Or because, when aging, like after 35, 40, it's like our mental state declines. So it's like, I can't take math. I can't do anything. I can't, I remember anything from middle school. So I was frustrated too. But I try hard, and I practice. So I practice, and little by little, the knowledge came back to my mind. It's like, it's just, don't quit. It's too soon to quit. I don't know. It's sad, but at the same time, it makes me feel happy because it's like a tunnel that you go through it, and it's dark, and you don't know if it's gonna be an end. But thank God, yes, it is. It has an end, and it has a light, and it has everything that you wanted to. Yeah.
That reminds me of something you said earlier on in the conversation. You said, no matter what happened, I could not get away from my dream because my heart kept pointing back to it. And that just reminds me of the scripture that says God will give you the desires of your heart. And for me, that scripture simply means that God will put that in you, that innate ability to desire what to do. And so that dream, the reason why your heart kept pointing back to it is because God put it there, as you said, just as the scripture has said. And so with that being said, there's another reason, the main reason why we can't afford to quit. Because God said He started something good in us in His Word in Philippians, and He said He promised. He is faithful to complete it. And so we can't afford to quit. And like the poem says, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the debts are low and the bills are high, when you want to quit but you have to sigh, rest if you must. But don't you quit. And as you said over and over, it didn't kill you, and that which don't kill you will make you stronger. It will make you stronger. So thanks again for sharing another story of courage with us on dreaming and dreaming again. And if you are just joining us, I want to say welcome to Conversations on Courage. I'm RJ Jackson, your host, also known as the Courage Giver. And Yuli and I are having a conversation on dreaming and dreaming again. She's sharing her story for God's glory of how she had a dream and how she gets to dream again. And Yuli, I do want to say congratulations on accomplishing a part of your dream, which was your education, is that's where you started. You said you dreamed when you were a little girl that you wanted to have higher education, and you got married, and so you had to take a break, but you went right back to what God put into your heart. And so congratulations. And that says, and I hope the women hear you saying it loud and clear, it's never too late. It's never too late. Would you agree? It's never too late.
Yes, never.
I said the other day, I put a post on social media, I woke up with a new dream, and I just asked a rhetorical question, is it too late? And so many women did not respond. And it startled me because I'm thinking, are they thinking it's too late? But there were a chosen few who said, it's never too late. It's never too late. So Yuli, as you dream and dream again, what's next for you? What dream are you working on now or coming for you in the future that you're going to be working on soon?
Part of my dream is to recover physically because of the car accident that I suffered. I wasn't able to run and do aerobics classes or things like that. So my probably not a, well, it's not a dream, it's a necessity, I guess, to feel better and to feel like that I'm providing something for someone else. I'm helping someone by recovering myself, telling others that even if they suffer a car accident or any other, perhaps, a stroke or something related to their brain, they can recover little by little. It's just that we have to accept the circumstances that we cannot change and follow what our body wants to accomplish, I guess. Like for me, it's like being active, being like running, doing exercises and things like that. So it's like because I've been so exhausted and I trouble sleeping and I was diagnosed with PTSD. I had anxiety. I have all those things. I wanted to feel, better by doing exercise.
Now, I hear you sharing that you were involved in a major car accident and you're recovering. And as a part of your recovering, you're wanting to run more and you're dreaming of being more active. Is it true that you just completed a 5K?
Yes, I did it.
Wow.
It took me forever.
Wow. Now,
but I did it.
You did it, and that's the key. It doesn't matter if you took forever. You accomplished it. You completed it. You did it. It reminds me of when I was able to participate in the LA Marathon, and people would say to me, "Oh, my gosh, what place did you come in?" And I would always go first because I wasn't competing against anyone. I had a dream to accomplish this, and I accomplished my goal and my dream, and so I came in first place. I did it. And so I want to say to you, you came in first place. You did it, and congratulations. Wow, that's another story of being hit really hard because I heard you say you suffered injury to your brain, but yet you got back up and you tried again.
Yes. Actually, that's something that it affected my classes too. So when I got hit by the car accident and when I had to go back to school, I had trouble sitting down for so many hours, and I had trouble listening because, the noises become louder than they were. So I was struggling a lot, but that's the quarter that I get my better grades. So it's like part of life, like when you are devastated and in the worst stage, let's say that way, is when your body knows what to do better. Because when I was, before the accident, I could get grades, but not good grades because I was just passing my classes. But after the accident, because, I don't know, maybe it's, I can't explain it, but I put more effort. I was dealing with pain. I was struggling with concentration and all that. But I did better. So,
wow.
Oh, my gosh, it's hard.
You put your courage in action and you did what needed to be done to get what you knew God already had set aside for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, Yuli, you've shared some incredible stories. You've been an amazing example of courage and dreaming, and I do want to say thank you. And just before you go, there's two things I'd love to know. Number one, what words of encouragement would you share with women who, like you, are striving to live their best life ever, and perhaps they're married They have children. They're a grandma. They've been hit hard. They had a dream, and they've